Today's video, we're looking at the Condor Parang Machete to do some specs, up close looks, and cut testing with this sweet machete from Condor. Alright, first impressions on the Condor Machete, the Parang Machete from Condor. This thing's a beast. It's 1065 high carbon steel. It's got a wood handle that has 3 pins on it. There's an exposed tang. It is a full tang design going all the way through. In a nutshell, if you're looking for something for bushcraft, you're looking for a utility machete in general, go with Condor. And just pick a blade shape that you like. You know, we've got the Burmese Hunter machete. We've got a review of that. We've got a couple other, the Yoshimi machete from Condor as well. If you just type in Condor on our YouTube channel, you can see at least like 2 or 3 other reviews on this brand. This is my favorite brand for machetes. I haven't reviewed the El Salvador machete yet, but I'm hoping to do that as well because it looks like a very promising design. It's just a very simple, what looks to be a very heavy-duty machete. If you have that machete in your collection, comment below that you have it and what you like about it and perhaps what you don't like about it. The quality of the leather sheath on this is really good. It's got 2 snaps on it. It has an adjustable belt loop that is plenty wide enough for you to fit virtually any belt through. Condor logo stamped on it. I'm going to set that down. I have a stick in my hand for those of you that know that I train Kali, train Filipino martial arts, just as a size comparison, and also blade shape. This is clearly, there's no real tip on this. You could thrust with it. If you are somebody that trains with a machete, you can still thrust with it, but there's no edge on here, so I don't want to like mislead you. So the actual flat part here, because this is supposed to be something for hacking and for utility. The blade shape is really interesting because it's rather skinny, although the tang is actually quite thick. It's rather skinny toward the bottom, as you can see, just like a pointer finger next to it. That's how skinny it gets at the bottom, and then it goes into like a back swept, kind of like a saber. So if I have the stick, which is the whole reason why I have it in my hand, see how it's not perfectly straight? The stick isn't perfectly straight either, but you can see there's that back curve to it, so that way you get a lot of percussion with hacking through brush and stuff like that for those of you that need a machete for that reason. So overall, the thing that I really like about it is not just the point of balance, but also I like the wood handle. I would say if you're in a colder climate, because of how smoothed out this is, and you can see the tang is even exposed all the way around, so you can see that it's full tang, I would get some cord. So I would cord wrap this, which you have the option for a lanyard hole. I would cord wrap this for the wrist, something that if you're gonna get fatigued, or if you are in a colder climate, in case your hands got dry, if you don't have gloves on, that is a nice touch because this thing's got some weight behind it. It's supposed to be something to hack, something to chop with. Could train martial arts with it, but I'm gonna lean in the direction as being something that you use for utility. So that's first impressions. Solid machete. It's got a thick spine to it, full tang. You can get a cord wrap in there. It's got a quality leather sheath. These are super easy to clean because they're black coated and the edge is exposed. And the edge on this is, I'm gonna say, I've cut with swords that have a not as quality edge as much as this machete does. And that's across the board for Condor machetes. Doesn't matter what blade shape that I've personally reviewed. You can check the channel, like I said. They all pretty much do all have a quality edge to them, and they're easy to sharpen too. So easy to clean, easy to sharpen, good tool to have for land and for the garden. Let's do some up close looks of this one in the sheath and out of the sheath. Overall length 24¼ inches, blade length 17½ inches, weights 1 pound 8.5 ounces with a moderately sharp edge. The width goes from 24.9 millimeters to 44.9 millimeters with a thickness of 5.7 millimeters to 3.1 millimeters. There's no pommel. It's 2 slabs of wood with pins, as you can see in the handle. The full tang is exposed with a point of balance of 3¾ inches from the guard. Grip length is 5 inches with a 1075 high carbon steel blade. This is obviously a machete. This is manufactured by Condor in El Salvador. Here's an up-close look of the sheath itself with the 2 snaps. You can see it's a quality leather sheath. The belt attachment it rotates, so you can adjust it to be a little bit more diagonal, straight up vertical. And it's a thick piece of leather in order to protect the edge from cutting through. Obviously, I wouldn't speed draw this, but still a quality sheath. All right, let's talk about the cut testing. I do the cut testing on a separate day. That way I can get as best of the cuts as I possibly can to give you the best information on this one. I'm going to tell you, like I said before, about the edge quality. The edge quality with the Tommy mats that were soaked. You got to soak your Tommy mats for 24 hours minimum, but I usually go more leaning in the direction of 32 hours at least. That way they're soaked all the way through and I know that they're cut well. Oh no. So let's take a look at the footage of the cut testing with the Condor Parang machete. Alright, so thanks for joining me for this review of the Condor Parang machete. If you're in the market for a machete that's over $100, it's going to last you with just regular maintenance of just touching up the edge, making sure you wipe it down after you are cutting with it. You're going to want to pick this one up, or really any of the machetes that we've reviewed on the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and also check out the other Condor reviews if you're in the market, either for yourself or for a gift for someone with the holiday season coming up. And you're willing to spend a little bit of money for somebody for a gift for utility. So this one's solid if you're in the market for it. I really like it. It's dense. It's got a good handle. Get a cord wrap on it for a little bit extra stability. Good solid leather sheath, and you're good to go. I'm your host Tom for Kult of Athena's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. Follow us on TikTok and on Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next review.